Hello, welcome to ESBR Boxing. My name is Gregory Doyle. I am delighted to be joined by my colleague Niall. Niall, this is a video where we'll talk about our betting tips of the week. This week we're going to focus on Tyson Fury, Francis Ngannou. First of all, Niall, how are you? Are you looking forward to this fight this weekend?
Yeah, I'm good. Yeah, in terms of the fight, it's not ideal in terms of the main event. You know, make no secret about that. But yeah, it's always kind of an interesting spectacle when Fury fights, and this is definitely a spectacle. So yeah, should be interesting to say the least.
Yeah, at the end of the day, I suppose it's the number one heavyweight in the world, one of the hardest punchers in MMA history, Francis Ngannou. So there's always that little bit of what if there. But as you know, the purpose of this video, we try and look for value and see what's hanging out there this week. What can some of the punters make their money on in this fight? And let's be honest, Tyson Fury is an overwhelming favourite. I think I've seen with some bookmakers he's like 1 to 50, and with Sky I think he's about 1 to 20. So what we'll do is, if we've got one or two betting tips, I think we'll just very quickly speak about those just now. Niall, I'm going to come to you first. What is your first betting tip of this weekend?
Yeah, well, I have the one betting tip here. Just it's I'll get it out of the way straight away. I think I've got Tyson Fury to win on points at 5-1. A lot of people think that maybe he could knock him out and he probably should knock him out. But trying to look at the positives of these MMA guys crossing over to boxing is the positives are, while they're not be technically kind of proficient, they're durable, man. They're very
Yeah.
tough guys. They're used to getting knees and elbows, and they can't take a shot. So they are durable. And also I think, this is quite a big pay-per-view and a big spectacle, as we mentioned before. So I can definitely see the showman and Tyson Fury coming out and making this, as entertaining as he can for the crowd. So I can see him. I hate using the word carrying because it is disrespectful to Ngannou, but I can see him kind of, making the rounds last out and putting on a show, doing his taunting or whatever he's going to do. Like, it is a big pay-per-view, and you have to make people kind of make that pay-per-view money worthwhile for people tuning in at home. So yeah, I've got Tyson Fury on points at 5-1. We've seen it before. We've seen the likes of Floyd Mayweather, say, against Logan Paul and McGregor, making these events last for as long as you possibly can, to truly get their money's worth. So yeah, Fury on points for me, 5-1.
Yeah, I think that's a great tip, Niall. Some people who are, I'd like to use the word casual, but they're not maybe as boxing fans to the detail as much as we are. I think some of them will be thinking, are you mad? It's Tyson Fury, it's Francis Ngannou. But let's be honest, we need to look at the politics of this. I'd be very surprised if Tyson Fury comes out and flattens this guy early, and it's everyone's going to be like, oh, I told you so, etc. So I actually think it could, the word you used, carry, or yeah, basically be very overly cautious for 4 or 5 rounds. I actually think that's a fantastic tip. The only two that I've got to add to that now, I had a look at the eighth round or over. So for the fight to go at least 7 rounds, if it goes into the eighth round, this is a winning bet. That bet was 9-4. I think that's really good because, I mean, if Fury stops him late. And the only other one that I've got, Tyson Fury to win in rounds 6 to 10. That's currently sitting at 3-1, which will be really good if he does what we spoke about, Niall, if he carries him over into the second half of the fight to make it a spectacle. So your money's going on Tyson Fury points at 5-1. When you consider that bet, Niall, is that something that you feel is a very high possibility this weekend? I know that you briefly touched on it being a spectacle, he has to carry him. Do you think the big guy, Ngannou, he can take a hit or two and that's a real possibility?
Yeah, I do, absolutely. As I say, you know, with these, and we have to try and look at the positives for the MMA fighters. They're very tough men, especially someone like Ngannou coming from his background. He's bred differently to a lot of men. Like he won't trouble Fury in terms of boxing IQ. He won't outbox him. He has power. Whether he has the facilities to kind of land that power on Fury, I don't know. I doubt it. But yeah, I think showing him that kind of respect for his durability, I think it can go go all the way. Now, I don't think he'll win more than 1 or 2 rounds along the way, the 10 rounds. But yeah, I think Fury, a wide points decision for Fury, I think where the value would be at. And I think, your own tips are good as well in terms of you kind of feel that way that it's going to go late, and it would be kind of a surprise if he did knock him out early in this one.
Yeah, I totally agree with you, Niall. So yeah, I think that's where we'll leave it. It's one fight we had to speak about this weekend. I'm hoping that we've given the viewers value. Just want to remind anyone watching this video, please gamble responsibly. Only bet what you can. But me and Niall's tips for this weekend. Niall is going Tyson Fury points. That's currently priced at 5-1. I'm going with 2. That's the 8th round or over at 9-4. And the other one is for Tyson Fury to win in rounds 6-10, which is currently priced at 3-1. Niall, just want to say thank you so much as always for joining me, and we'll speak to you again soon.
Thanks for having me on. Cheers.